Hi everyone, this is Aktin. Today I'm in Ida to get on the tourist train called Ida Line Unexplored Station Train. The Ida Line is approximately 200 kilometers long and runs through rugged mountains areas between Toyohashi and Tatsuno near Lake Suwa. This, which was fully opened in 1937, is characterized by very short distances between stations. As they are located in each settlement along the line, there are 94 stations on this 200 kilometers line. Thus, there are some with only a few or no passengers per day, which are now conversely popular as unexplored or rarely visited stations. The Ida Line Unexplored Station train literally stops at only rarely visited stations between Ida and Toyohashi and allows passengers to explore around those stations for tens of minutes. This extra train usually runs once a day, mainly on spring, summer, and autumn holidays. But it is popular, having won the Cool Japan Award in 2019, so tickets are sold out soon after they go on sale. It may be a hurdle for foreigners visiting Japan to take this train as tickets are difficult to obtain and the in-train announcements are only in Japanese. But I would like to share some of the ride record of it.
JR 東海をご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。昨年の秋やそれ以前からの秘境希望リピーターの皆様お帰りなさいませ。また本日初めてご乗車の方も含めまして皆様どうぞ飯田線にお越しくださいました。ご利用の列車は急行飯田線秘境駅号豊橋行きです。現在ご利用の列車は飯田駅での反対列車との行き違いを待ったため4分遅れて飯田駅を発車いたしました。それではこの先の停車駅および到着時刻をご案内いたします。次は天竜橋です。13時21分、千代13時25分、金野13時34分、田本14時4分、してぐり14時26分、平岡14時46分、稲子沢15時7分、中井侍15時17分、小和田15時29分、浦川16時18分、終点の豊橋には17時54分の到着です。
次は最初の秘境駅千代に停まります。すぐに到着してしまうので詳しい乗務員紹介は後ほどさせていただきます。列車はトンネルを抜けると一気に険しい秘境の世界に入ります。
The station name signboard of Chiyo Station, because of its name, which means thousands of years, is believed to prolong the life of those who touch it. Well, this is no doubt a superstition. Touching a signboard may enable people to acquire moderate immunity. The next stop is Kinno. This station is only for nearby settlement. If you try to drive from the neighboring Chiyo station, it is 8 kilometers and takes 20 minutes. The station name signboard of Kinno Station also has a superstition that touching it brings money. Acquired immunity may reduce your medical costs. The next stop is Tamoto, not Tomato. Passengers can take photos from the only passageway above the tunnel at the station. At Nukuta Station, the train passes by another oncoming Ida Line Unexplored Station train bound for Ida. That train also appears to be almost full. People can enjoy the magnificent view created by the Tenryu River at the next stop, Shiteguri Station. This station is also famous for its name, as it's difficult to read these kanji characters even for Japanese. The train has arrived at Hiraoka, the central station of Tenryu village. Here passengers can buy some souvenirs, especially tea leaves grown by local residents. It is interesting that each family grows its own tea leaves.
平岡駅でのひとときはお楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。次は美しい景色を兼ね備えた秘境駅稲子沢に停まります。 ただいま走行中の平岡宇久須駅間は地殻変動による線路崩壊を避けるため昭和57年に線路が敷き直されました。茶畑の駅赤い侍に到着いたします。出口は左側です。ドアから手を離してお待ちください。列車とホームの間には段差や隙間があります。お降りの際は足元にご注意ください。
Tea plantations cannot be seen from the station, but people can buy tea leaves grown here at Hilaoka Station. You may become a samurai by touching the signboard.
この駅では駅舎が注目されがちですが、駅出口横には古き時代を物語る朽ちたバイクがさりげなく鎮座しており、駅から坂道を1分下ったところにはかつての製茶工場の廃墟と数台のオート三輪ミゼットの廃車が自然に風化しています。ひとときのタイムスリップをお楽しみください。
Kawada is known as the most unexplored station on the Ida Line, with no paved road leading to the station. A can of tomato juice, seemed to be about 50 years old, was on the ground. And this used to be a tea factory, I think. There have been so many people at unexplored stations that those didn't feel like very unexplored so far. But when it comes to this Kawada station, if there had been no other people there, I think I would wet my pants. Now train is reaching the 6 Misakubo River Bridge, a famous landmark on the Ida Line, commonly known as a bridge not crossing the river. The original plan was to continue through the same bank with a tunnel, but the tunnel collapsed due to crustal movement during excavation, so the route bypassed this section and returned to the original bank without landing on the opposite side of the river. Next, train passes by the Sakuma power plant, which generates the largest amount of electricity from hydroelectric power in Japan. After passing Mikawa Makihara Station, the train runs along the Ure River. The bottom of this river looks like a single plank laid down. There is Yuya Onsen nearby, which has been selected as one of 100 famous hot springs in Japan. Tourists can visit there by train in about an hour from Toyohashi.
本日は数ある魅力的な観光地の中から飯田線をご旅行先にお選びくださいまして本当にありがとうございました。この先も最終目的地までお気をつけてご旅行ください。まもなく終点の豊橋です。
So this is the end of the introduction of the Ida Line. I think it is difficult to take this Ida Line unexplored station train, as I mentioned previously, but you can take local trains as your original Ida Line unexplored station train without other passengers. Why not leave the hustle and bustle of the city behind and visit the Ida Line? Thanks for your watching, and I will see you again soon.